Welcome to this e-module. I am Ms. Emma Fernandez, Assistant Professor in Botany in Dempe College of Arts and Science, Miramar, Goa. This program is designed for the students of Bachelor of Science, first year, in the subject of Botany, Semester 2, Course Code BOG 102, Course Title, Coastal Mangrove Ecology. The title of this unit is Threat Factors Affecting Mangrove Systems. Module name: Types of pollutants causing damage to mangroves, sewage, industrial, and other organic pollutants. In this module, we shall see the introduction, sewage pollutants, industrial pollutants, and other organic pollutants causing damage to mangroves. We shall also see some of the recommendations to stop the damage caused to the mangroves. At the end of this module, the student will explain the damage caused to mangroves by sewage pollutants, list the effects of agrochemicals on mangroves, record the response of mangrove to oil pollution, and recommend some solutions to mitigate the damage caused to mangroves. Like all other green species, mangroves has got definite role against the pollution. It has the natural ability to act as a sink of anthropogenic pollutants. Mangrove ecosystem can arrest and bioremediate certain pollutants like fluoride in local environment. It not only acts as a sink or transfers the pollutants but also oxidizes the metals present in the sediment by exuding oxygen into the anoxic soil through the aerial roots. Here is a picture of showing mangrove ecosystem acting as a sink for the pollution. Rise in industrialization and uncontrolled anthropogenic pressure on mangrove patches have been increased in recent years. And somehow, mangrove ecosystem has adapted themselves by acting as a natural pollution sink. Now let us discuss the sewage pollutants causing damage to mangroves. Sewage disposal under carefully managed conditions can enhance tree growth and productivity as a result of added nutrients, especially nitrogen and phosphorus. When the rate of disposal of sewage is greater than the rate of the uptake of nutrients present in the sewage, it will give rise to excessive high nutrient concentrations in the environment. And because of this, excessive algal growth which can obstruct mangrove pneumatophores and reduce oxygen exchange. Also, algal mats could also hinder the growth of mangrove seedlings. Excessive microbial activity is seen, and also it accompanies high levels of nutrients and depletes oxygen in the water, which is harmful for mangrove associated aquatic fauna. Now let us see the industrial pollutants, how they cause damage to mangroves. More than 900 polluting industries, directly or indirectly, discharge their untreated liquid and solid wastes into brackish water bodies. The Karnafuli and Rupsa Bhairab rivers, which receive effluents from more than 300 industries in Chittagong and Khulna, was studied, in which major carriers of industrial contaminants were seen, for example, in the form of ammonia, chromium, mercury, phenols, and DDT. Now let us see some of the other organic pollutants causing damage to mangroves. The first one, agrochemical pollution. In recent years, farmers have been using large amounts of pesticides, herbicides, fungicides, and fertilizers in agriculture as well as in aquaculture. However, excessive and improper use of pesticides and fertilizers in the cropped area may pose a significant risk to coastal waters with surface soil erosion and washout of the agricultural field by rainfall. There are various pesticides such as aldrin, dieldrin, endrin, and heptachlor. Out of this, dieldrin is about 40 to 50 times more toxic than DDT. Some effects of agrochemicals on mangroves. Change the physical and chemical properties of mangrove sediment and also change the patterns of sedimentation and shoreline configuration. Some other effects are there: contamination through food chain, increased fish mortalities, loss of biodiversity, and increase in human health risk. Second, we shall see oil pollution acting as organic pollutants. Oil pollution of coastal waters and lands comes from tankers, freight, and container vessels using the busy sea transportation routes. Lower molecular weight aromatic hydrocarbons, which are often major components of oil mixtures, damage the cellular membranes of subsurface mangrove roots. Oil pollution causes instant mortality of grasses, seedlings of Herithera formis, and Excoicaria agalocha. They also cause mortality of fish, shrimp, and other aquatic animals. Now let us see the response of mangrove to oil pollution, in particular to the parts of the mangrove tree. First, we shall see the foliage and canopy. Reduced leaf number, leaf area index, twisting or curling, abscission of immature leaves, and spotty chlorosis or necrosis was observed in the foliage and canopy. Whereas trunks and branches, fissuring and creaking of bark, top dying and lowering of canopy height, and mortality in outermost sun branches were seen. Coming to the aerial root structure, twisting or curling the pneumatophores, abnormal branching of prop tips, death of prop root tips fissuring and or peeling of periderm was noted. And in reproductive structures, change in timing of flowering of fruit set, developmental failure of fruit, abortion of flowers or immature fruit was recorded. So also deformed seed or propagules were seen. Recommendation: eco-friendly, cost-effective technology such as phytoremediation and biomanipulations should be considered for pollution prevention, control, and remediation. Economical yet efficient industrial effluent treatment plants should be utilized to reduce the environmental impact of industrial effluents. Use of mangrove areas for disposal of urban and industrial waste should be prohibited. Random use of agrochemicals should be stopped. Whenever possible, chemical fertilizers should be replaced with biofertilizers. Biodegradable insecticides should be used in place of non-biodegradable formulations. Biological controls should replace chemical controls as much as possible. Coastal rivers and marine water quality should be monitored. Facilities for the proper discharge and treatment of oil and oily substances should be developed. These are my references. Thank you.